3 years ago, I was a new student in ASU, and in my freshman year, I remember walking to the bus stop, waiting for the bus for 15 minutes, and going to ASU. And when I arrived on campus, I figured out that my economics class was actually in the West Campus. So I thought this was a major problem, not just for me, but I thought of international students because I was a new student here in the U.S. So I proposed this idea for my teammates. We went out and asked for interviews. We got positive feedback on it, and here's my friend Bader. He's one of the people I interviewed, and he used to come a week before classes just to get used to the system here. He actually transferred from California to Arizona, not from a different country, which he still thinks is different. And we thought of a couple of solutions. Scott can take it from here.
Thank you. Hey guys, so basically what we've come up with is a basic navigation app, and it's ClassMap to get you from your last class to the next one. And we addressed two main problems. One is basic navigation, and the second is language barriers that international students might face. And currently there's two solutions to this. There's an ASU map, and then there's also Google Maps, both of which give you a basic kind of building block to each of the separate buildings on campus, but they don't provide you with a step-by-step routing to the actual classroom door. And as you've seen from Hussein, and I've experienced it, we've all had problems finding where we're supposed to be. And so I'm going to let Brittany take over and share with you specifics of our application.
So this is a prototype we've mocked up, and this just provides a very simple sign in and login. And on the next page we can see that this would be their profile. It provides a map of the school as well as a button for quick routes and for saved routes. Saved routes would be routes that they could plug in when they first get their schedule and then go back to. The quick routes would allow you to put in your starting location or select your current location and then select the classroom that you're trying to get to. And so in our competitive analysis, like Scott mentioned, we can see that we are competing with Google Maps and ASU Go on three main points: real-time location, class routing, time estimates, and then the reliability. And obviously here we can see that they are lacking in some of those key areas. And I'm going to pass it over to Robbie to introduce our team.
Okay, so let's meet the team. I'll introduce myself. My name is Robbie. I'm one of the programmers in this project. And then
My name is Brittany, and my ninja skill is team organizer.
My name is Jeremy, and I'm an engineer extraordinaire.
My name is Hussein, and I do most of the interviews.
My name's Scott, and I've got sales experience and been a business owner. And I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy to wrap it up for us.
Our journey here has been a long and arduous one. The whole thing started out very differently. We started out with a device that allows us to try to find things attached to an object and then trace it with an app. After a couple of key interviews, starting out with it, just scrap the whole thing. So then after having a couple of interviews with some other students, we found this very specific and very marketable area in order for us to expand into. And you too can also be part of this very new, very fruitful scheme for just a small $1,000 initial investment. Most of the programming will be done in-house, but we do expect to do some programming out-of-house, and that would cost a small expense for the programmers. And as well as some other small expenses like submission fees on the App Store and the Google Play Store. And in addition, the initial advertising revenues. So ClassMap, a path from your last class to the next one.